Imagine anyone listening to this conversation, any person struggling under the cost of living crisis in our country, their salaries have stayed the same, Eskom's prices, as just one increasing issue in their lives, have just gone up and up.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are moving to a situation where people are going to be forced to choose between putting food on the table and having electricity. So it's a huge issue. But it's not just the average South African resident that is going to be affected by it. Every business, our entire economy is affected by electricity pricing. And it's going to force goods across the entire spectrum to rise in price.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, the explanation is that Eskom is trying to recover 8 billion rand, an extra 8 billion rand next year, right? I mean, are we still paying for the overcharging of Medupi and Kusile? What's the 8 billion, to your understanding, that Eskom is trying to recoup?
So let's just clarify that NERSA has already approved the 8 billion rand recovery. That's part of what is called the regulatory clearing account. And that is about 4%, a 4% tariff increase on existing tariffs. Mm-hmm. Now, in addition to that, Eskom are looking for a further 36% tariff increase, and that is to pay for the hole that they're in financially. I mean, yes, it is Medupi and Kusile. It is also the fact that municipalities are in arrears to Eskom, mm-hmm. But Eskom basically has hundreds of billions of rand. I'm not sure of the latest figure, but the last I heard, it was somewhere in the region of 380 to 400 billion rand debt, and that's what they're trying to recover here with these tariff increases. Yes,
from residents and, as you say, businesses who are buckling.
Correct, absolutely. Now, one of the challenges that Eskom has is that they are being faced with more competition, right. And indeed, as your previous guest or the segment that you played indicated, the signing of the Electricity Regulation Amendment Act into law does create the National Transmission Company, which does open up the market to other players. It does go some way to do that, but there's going to be other costs associated with it. One of the challenges that we have is that South Africa needs an additional 14,500 kilometers of transmission lines. That's the high voltage power lines that take power from where it's generated to where it's needed. And the estimates vary, but it's gone from 180 billion rand to do that to somewhere in the region of about 250 billion rand to do that. So there's all these costs that are going to affect the consumers down the line.
Yeah.